Just have the right motive and the right attitude and keep doing what you're doing and be encouraged. Man, we was like, they won't let us go up on stage at this club. And we went and met this guy and sat at the counter at the Huddle House. So this other guy was like, hey man, I know a doctor who probably invests in the comedy club. It was like, for real? He was like, yeah. And he went and met with the guy. The guy put up the money. And that's how they opened up Uptown Comedy Club in Atlanta. And I was the first comedian to perform on that stage. And it was me and Cedric the Entertainer, because I used to be Ced's opening act back in the 90s. And the very first show, it had to be about 27 people in the audience. And it was just me and Cedric the Entertainer. I was the host, and I did 30 minutes. I brought up Ced, and he did about 50 minutes. And it was crowded on the weekend, and then that comedy club blew up. It took off. And it was crazy. And I remember opening up for the Kings of Comedy. And I used to have to be in the lobby first. I would be dressed nice because I had to wear a suit, because all the Kings of Comedy had on suits. So I had to ride in the, you know, every comedian had their own limousine, except for the opening act. And I remember the few dates that I did, I didn't, you know, I had to ride in the limousine with Steve. And that's why having good home training take you a long way, because I don't think my comedy got me to where I am. I think sometimes just having good home training and knowing social cues is so important. Having social cues, knowing when to talk, when to be quiet, when to get out the room, when to come in, knock before you come in, keep your mouth shut, speak when spoken to. Social cues. And when you have good social cues, people be like, I really want to work with you. I like you as an opening act. You funny. You don't crowd space. You know when to leave. You know when to talk. You know when to shut up. All that stuff. So, I had an opportunity to watch Cedric the Entertainer, Bernie Mac, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, and I had an opportunity to watch them perform in front of 10,000 people, and sometimes more than that. I would open up the show, doing some jokes, people still be coming in, and then I would have to introduce Steve Harvey. And I never thought that I would have an opportunity to do what I'm doing now. Sitting up here on a show with an iconic figure like Martin Lawrence, who, by the way, movie is in theaters right now. And here you are from Birmingham, Alabama, working with Martin Lawrence. I remember it was just about 26 years ago that he introduced me to come on stage at Def Comedy Jam. And now you get the tour with Martin Lawrence. It's just crazy and amazing. So blessed, man. God is faithful. God is good.